The camera opens on a quiet street just after sunrise, that golden hour glow washing over a machine that needs no introduction. But today, we're talking about its future. This is the 2026 Harley-Davidson Iron 883, a motorcycle that's built its legacy on raw simplicity, mechanical honesty, and the unmistakable charm of Harley's urban sport line. For years, the Iron 883 has served as the gateway into the Harley world, but the 2026 model pushes that philosophy further, blending classic DNA with new age refinement while keeping its gritty, blue-collar attitude intact. Right from the first walk around, the bike feels familiar yet refreshed. Harley hasn't tried to reinvent the silhouette because honestly, they don't need to. The low-slung frame, peanut tank, and slammed stance are all still here, but they've been sharpened. The tank now carries a deeper sculpt with a slightly more pronounced ridge, giving it a muscular, almost crouched posture. The new satin graphite, midnight copper, and black denim finishes bring a stealthy premium vibe without abandoning the garage-built toughness the Iron has always stood for. The engine is the heart of this update, as still unmistakably Harley, but smarter and stronger. For 2026, the Iron 883 features the revised 883cc Evolution V-twin with improved cooling channels, a more efficient intake system, and refined fuel mapping. Harley engineers have tuned the engine to produce smoother low-end torque while tightening up throttle response across the mid-range. The result: you still get that iconic V-twin pulse and the satisfying grunt off the line, but it's cleaner, more responsive, and significantly more refined at cruising speeds. That torque delivery is the soul of the riding experience. Twist the throttle gently, and the bike surges forward with a deep burble. Snap it open, and you get that familiar shove, raw enough to be exciting but now controlled enough that newer riders won't feel overwhelmed. Harley claims around 52 horsepower and roughly 75 Nm of torque in this updated tune, but the Iron 883 has never been about numbers. It's about feel, character, and the rhythm of the engine beneath you. And in this 2026 update, that feeling is stronger and more polished than it has ever been. One of the biggest improvements comes from the suspension. The front fork now features a better damped 39mm Showa setup with revised springs, reducing front-end dive while offering a more stable and predictable ride over rough urban streets. In the rear, Harley has swapped in emulsion shocks with preload adjustability. The difference is immediately noticeable. Where the older Iron 883s could feel stiff or unforgiving on broken pavement, the new one maintains Harley's signature firmness but delivers it with more compliance and less harshness. It's still a low cruiser, you won't forget that, but it's simply more comfortable to live with day to day. Braking performance sees an upgrade too. A new dual-channel ABS system works with a 300mm front disc and updated calipers, giving you more confident stopping power, especially in panic brake situations. Harley has clearly prioritized stability and safety without compromising that old-school mechanical feel. The brake lever feedback is crisper, more progressive, and more intuitive. The ergonomics remain classic. Higher on a low seat height at around 760mm, mid-controls for that balanced cruiser meets urban sport posture, and a slight forward lean that feels natural whether you're navigating traffic or cruising late-night city streets. The seat has been subtly redesigned with denser foam, providing better support over long stretches. Small changes, but meaningful ones. Another functional upgrade comes in the form of the new digital-analog hybrid instrument cluster. Harley has kept the iconic single round gauge but integrated a compact LCD segment that displays gear position, fuel range, clock, and trip data. It's modern, but not flashy, useful, but not distracting. Exactly what the Iron 883 needs to maintain its minimalist, rider-focused ethos. The exhaust note is worth talking about too. Harley has reworked the stock pipes with a new baffling system that meets modern noise and emission standards without killing the character. The sound is throatier, fuller, and more refined. At idle, you get that familiar potato-potato rhythm. Under load, the growl deepens into something richer, an acoustic signature that tells you instantly this is a Harley, but a more mature one. When it comes to performance, the Iron 883 has never pretended to be a corner-carving sport bike, but the 2026 version feels tighter and more predictable thanks to chassis tweaks and the updated suspension setup. Turn-ins are smoother, mid-corner stability is better, and the bike is less prone to understeer and fast sweepers. The wide bars give you plenty of leverage, and the bike holds its line more confidently than previous generations. Fuel efficiency gets a minor bump with the revised fuel injection, giving riders an estimated 28-22 km/L depending on riding style. With a 12.5-liter tank, you can comfortably stretch between fill-ups even with spirited city rides. Now let's talk design elements, because Harley has absolutely nailed the aesthetic balance for 2026. The side profile is clean, blacked out, and compact. The engine fins have a brushed aluminum contrast, giving the bike a visually raw mechanics on display look. The wheels are now 9-spoke cast alloys with a more aggressive cut, and the new LED headlamp unit gives a modern touch without compromising the retro vibe. It's still unmistakably Iron 883A, rugged, rebellious, simply but now more refined and more visually cohesive. Every design component feels intentional. The chopped rear fender, the tucked indicators, the forward slanting tank, the exposed belt drive, all these elements work together to give the 883 that classic bobber-inspired stance. Harley didn't modernize it into something unrecognizable, they evolved it while respecting its roots. Let's move to the unique selling points, because that's where this bike stands tall. First, it remains one of the most accessible Harley-Davidson models, not just in terms of price, but in terms of rider confidence. It's approachable for beginners, rewarding for intermediates, and still fun for seasoned riders who value feel over numbers. Second, it offers unmatched customization potential. Just like previous models, the 2026 Iron 883 is a blank canvas. Whether you want a full bobber, cafe tilde copyright conversion, touring mini bagger, or night-running street build, the platform supports it all. Third, it still carries the authenticity that Harley riders value via air-cooled V-twin, metal tank, minimalist bodywork, and that unmistakable attitude. Finally, the price. Harley positions the 2026 Iron 883 at approximately $11,999, depending on region and color options. This pricing keeps it firmly in the entry Harley bracket, while the upgrades easily justify the increase from earlier models. For riders seeking their first Harley or lightweight, character-rich cruiser, this feels like a genuine sweet spot. As the camera takes one last slow pan across the bike, the essence of the 2026 Iron 883 becomes clear. It's not about chasing performance figures or modern tech arms races. It's about preserving tradition while refining the experience. It's about the fusion of heritage and evolution, an old soul machine built for a new age rider. It's the Iron 883 you know, but better in every meaningful way. And for many riders, that's the perfect kind of progress.